Back once more. Full screen it. Make sure they can see it all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Make sure they get every fiber of the details, please.
Yeah. Okay, there. Can I get it now?
Maybe.
There's a boat.
Today we're going to be visiting a missing persons case from the 1800s. It's one of the world's biggest unsolved mysteries. We're going to try to convince my dad that something otherworldly happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste.
Celeste.
Same thing.
You're in trouble.
Why?
I read the book.
Einstein's book doesn't matter.
No, I read the Ghost Ship, the true story of the Mary Celeste.
Did Einstein write that one?
No.
Who wrote that
one? I don't know if he did or not. I don't remember who wrote it. I know I read it back probably about 2000.
Cool. Go to the next picture.
I remember it well because it was really cool. It was on Unsolved Mysteries. No, it wasn't on. Was it Unsolved Mysteries?
BuzzFeed Unsolved?
I seen it with that guy that was Spock in Star Trek. What's his name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know
Spock he's the
40 years.
Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy.
He fights
In Search Of. Yeah.
He fights Darth Vader.
He got me interested in. Yeah. He don't like Darth Vader. He got me interested anyway. So in this, and I read the book when it come out.
Okay.
There it is.
The
Mary
ship.
Celeste.
The ship was brigantine built in Canada in 1861. Originally named the Amazon on her maiden voyage, Captain Robert McClellan became ill and died. John Parker took over as captain. The ship's bad luck continued. It collided with fishing gear near Maine and leaving London collided with a brig which sank.
It's just bad boat driving. I see them every summer down at Fort Morgan when they're at the boat ramp. I mean, it amazes me they ain't even get the boat to the water. Let me tell you a story about Uncle Donnie. You'll like this one.
Here we go.
Me and Uncle Donnie's down there, and these people have this big yacht, but it's like a 1960 model. And these are some rednecks. And they're trying to load this yacht on the trailer and can't do it. So we come pulling up. They're there. We're there. That's all. So Donnie gets out and goes to the porta potty. Of course, because, he's got to get rid of some of that beer he's drank all day. So he goes to the porta potty, and I'm sitting there, and I've got the boat ready. I'm ready to back in. Guess what? I look around, and Donnie's over there helping them.
That's nice of him.
Well, I'm not through yet. Okay. Then these two guys pull up beside me and go, "You fixing to put in?" I said, "Well, I was before them rednecks over there kidnapped my fishing buddy." They's like, "Oh, we've been there before. We understand." I said, "Y'all go ahead. I don't know how long we're going to be."
Does this happen often?
Oh, this is everyday occurrence. They had caught him coming out of the porta potty and made him come over there to teach him how to load a yacht on a trailer. And then argued with him when he would tell them how to do it. That wasn't right.
That's the way you do things. You make someone else, you ask someone for help and then yell at them for doing it wrong.
Well, he didn't do nothing but tell them how to do it, and then they'd argue. No, we can't do it that way.
Next picture. Unless you still have more to your story.
No, that's good enough.
All right.
That's just one story, me and Donnie at the ramp. Me getting aggravated because I need to be fishing.
All right.
Whoop, don't do that.
Captain William Thompson.
Sound like a machine gun.
Sorry. Captain William Thompson
Start over. Joe.
Oh my gosh.
I think you might be president one day.
Captain William Thompson captained the ship.
Captain?
Yeah, the ship through 2 years of normal sailing. Then in 1867, during a storm, the ship was intentionally sailed ashore. Oh my gosh. Sailed ashore. Practically destroyed, the ship was abandoned. Richard Haynes bought the ship, repaired it, and made himself its captain. He renamed the ship to the Mary Celeste. Unable to repay the bank, he lost the ship.
Yeah, interest rate was probably 75%, reckon. You don't know.
Next, you want to go next picture? Okay.
There he is. That's the captain. I don't remember his name, but I remember in the book, that's the captain.
The ship was refitted, extended to 103 feet in length, 25-foot beam, and 16-foot draft. The new captain was Benjamin Spooning Briggs. Captain Briggs was a Christian who refused to drink alcohol. He was strict with his crew and chose his own crew for trips. He married Sarah Cobb, and they had 2 children that lived. Arthur was 7 when Briggs took command of Mary Celeste, and Sophia was 2.
So, Okay. And he took his wife and daughter, did he?
Probably.
So, what was it? Take your family to work day? I mean, come on, man.
Oh, might not have been work.
No.
Next picture.
Next picture.
In the fall of...
Hey.
Sorry, my dog got in my face. That messed me up. In the fall of 1872, Briggs began his first voyage as captain of the New York City to Italy. His wife and daughter Sophia would accompany him on the trip. Arthur remained behind with grandparents because of school. Briggs labeled his crew as peaceable. First-class sailor, they were called quite capable. The trip to...
Yeah, that reminds me of the time Uncle Donnie was going to buy a shrimping boat and make Ozzy the captain. And I mean, you know, you're going to buy a shrimp boat and make a man a captain, a man that's scared of boats. But anyway, he's going to make Ozzy the captain because he's trustworthy. And he was going to get one of them Boston Dynamics cursing robots to be the first mate. He was going to get Johnny the monkey to be the second mate. And your cuz Hunt to be the third mate.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Ozzy wouldn't go for that.
I don't know what any of that meant. The trip... I can't with this. This script's hard.
Yeah, I know it's in English.
Next. Did I tell you to go next? What picture number are we on?
We're on number 5.
Go to 6. Okay.
That's one ugly baby.
It's bald. This trip. Oh my gosh.
That's an ugly baby. Looks like E.T.
Kind of looks like a potato.
What?
The trip, Captain Briggs would be carrying something he never had experience with before. He had 1701 barrels of industrial-grade alcohol. They left New York, Captain Briggs. They left New York, Captain Briggs. They left New York, Captain Briggs, his wife, They left New York, Captain Briggs, his wife, his daughter, and 7 crew members. His personal friend, Captain David Morehouse, was preparing to leave New York City leave New York City Harbor a few days behind. They would depart 8 days later.
If they would have left together, then we wouldn't be discussing this. You know? Mm-hmm. But they didn't.
I promise you I didn't drink it.
And by the way, when I read the book, it wasn't near as confusing as you're making this.
What do you mean?
What I mean, when I read the book, I remember the words being normal, not like...
I struggle to read.
I noticed. You're getting worse.
I swear I've only drank water. Today.
I think you've been drinking some mushroom tea.
Next picture.
Next picture?
Yeah. On December 4th, 1872, Captain Morehouse and D. Gradia spotted a ship between the...
Who?
D. Gradia spotted a ship between the Azores and Portugal. Morehouse noticed the way the ship was sailing and the positions of the sails and immediately knew something was amiss. What did you just do?
Hit my elbow on the table. Calm down, Joe.
They found the ship deserted, sails partly flying.
Deserted?
Yeah.
It's in the desert?
That's what it says.
What is it doing in the desert?
No, it's deserted. Like when you leave it.
Oh, sort of like deserted. I got you.
That's what you eat at restaurants.
What?
That's what you eat after you eat a meal, bro.
Deserted? No. Yeah, I like eating deserted.
Sails partly flying and torn, rigging damaged, ropes hung loose over the side. Some of the hatches were open. The lifeboat was missing. The glass covered of the compass was broken. 3 feet of water was in the hold. The last entry in the ship's log was 8 a.m. on November 25th. That was 9 days earlier. The ship was 400 miles west of where they found her.
So, I remember this from the book. The boat sailed itself 400 miles, right? Well, don't get mad at me. I got to know all this stuff. I'm going to rate it.
Well, I'm telling you.
You're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 400 miles. That's pretty bad. But do you know what that really means? 400 miles back, Captain Briggs and the crew and the family is floating around in a lifeboat in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. So, well, we gotta get this boat to shore and get the money for it. We ain't got time to look for him, right?
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
It's all about the dollar. Follow the dollar. Follow the dollar.
Go to the next picture.
Right now?
Yeah.
You act like you're in a hurry or something. Look what you
You
did.
just spilt.
I didn't spill nothing.
Look what you
I
did.
knocked the bottle over.
Never talk to
Who's this flat-headed fella? I ain't never seen a man with such a flat head before. How did the top of his head get that flat? You can put a bottle of water up there and wouldn't spill a drop.
The bottom of his beard looks like cat ears or Mickey Mouse's head.
Cat ears or Missy Mouse's ears. Okay.
Navigational instruments were missing and the ship's papers were gone. Morehouse felt the ship had been abandoned by the crew and the missing lifeboat, but he had no idea why. Morehouse's first mate, Oliver DeVille, and 2 seamen sailed the ship in Europe.
And they were carrying industrial grade alcohol,
Yeah.
which is like 400 proof.
Yeah.
Okay. There is your problem right there. I solved this case already when I read the book.
Yeah. Hold on.
I solved this case before you was born.
Let's stop for 5 seconds here, real quick. Let's hit slight interruption, but we made it. You got a calculator on this thing?
It's a computer.
Every single time you've questioned me on how to do math, you've had a calculator.
It's a computer. It has
So
a
why didn't
calculator.
you pull that up?
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Why do I need to? I didn't know we was doing
You know
math
how many
today.
times you've told me to do math? Where is my script? I dropped it when I left.
You throwed it back there somewhere.
No, but it fell down. I found it. Or at least one page.
I ain't never seen nobody have to stop in the middle of a podcast because they could hear a dog I couldn't hear.
I could hear it. I had to go take
No,
care of the
okay.
dog. Where were we?
They sailed the ship to Europe, and I'm at the point where I'm saying it's 400 proof alcohol.
Okay.
You know what that means?
They could drink it.
You can't drink it.
Why not?
400 proof. Oh,
Is that like sunscreen? Where you get like 100 proof and you get 50 proof? and you
Yeah.
get
yeah. Like if you drink 100 proof sunscreen, it'll knock you out. If you drink 400 proof alcohol, it'll kill you.
Why?
It's industrial grade.
That doesn't make any sense. What's industrial mean?
It's used in manufacturing stuff, making stuff. It is not made to drink.
But it's alcohol.
Yes, it is. Very good. But you got to know what the proofs mean.
Can you check what number we're on so I know where I'm at the script? I'm sorry, we got interrupted.
Flathead 8.
Okay, we'll go to 9.
I'm through looking at Flathead.
Yeah, man.
Oh, look at that. That's a heck of a mountain. Embarrassing me to death.
The advocate, General Frederick...
The what?
The advocate, General Frederick Flood for the Queen of...
Let me see that.
The advocate.
Where?
The advocate.
Advocate General. Advocate General.
The
Advocate General.
The Advocate General Frederick Flood for the Queen of England took over the case. He was an arrogant man. Many stated that he was too arrogant because it didn't match his IQ. Which I guess it's a lot like someone we know on this show. It was stated
I think you talking about yourself.
It was stated that he was the type of man who made up his mind right away and could never be swayed differently, much like someone on the show. Flood decided it was a case of murder. He came to believe that alcohol...
You know what I think?
I don't... What?
I think somebody's downloaded a bad AI program to you. Makes you get carried away. I
don't like AI, you know this.
Your brain don't work as fast as your AI. And so you'll be talking along and all of a sudden you'll go tick, 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 like a woodpecker or something.
Well, you've never done that when you read...
No!
Okay, is Stacy ever laying next to you and you're reading a book and then you start stuttering?
No.
Like I do?
No.
Why?
When I read, I take my reading serious.
I take this seriously. Flood decided it was a case of murder. He came to believe that alcohol was the cause. He found traces of blood on a sword, cuts to the railing by what appeared to be an axe, and blood stains on the same railing.
So what you're saying is this Frederick Flood guy is kind of like your Uncle Donnie, right? I mean, when Donnie's been drinking all day, you know, he gets smarter. Really, he does. You know why? I've done some thinking on this. And the reason Donnie drinks and gets smarter is alcohol kills brain cells. And it's survival of the fittest, like in Einstein's book. So the weaker brain cells die, and only the smarter ones remain. So Donnie gets smarter the more he drinks. Get it?
I don't think that's what happened. Next picture.
One night we was working on his boat, and he'd been drinking.
You just ranted in this episode.
And he said, "You don't know what you're doing, go home." So I went home. The next morning, he's like, "You really messed that boat up last night." Me? I was told to go home. I didn't know what I was doing. He said, ha, ha, ha. Patted me on the back. Said, "I've been drinking a little bit."
You just ranted in this episode.
I'm not ranting. I'm telling stories.
Sorry.
Good stories. Stories you can pass on to your kids about me and your Uncle Donnie.
Okay. Further instigation was made when Flood
Instigation?
was made when Flood finished his ruling. It was found that the blood.
The Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum was
No,
what?
stop. It was found that it was found that the blood on the sword wasn't even a sword. It was a bayonet.
A what?
A bayonet. The crew used
Let me
to mix
see that. A
No,
what? A bonnet.
No, it was a bayonet the crew used to mix the paint.
Bayonet. You know what a bayonet is? Evidently, they didn't know. They didn't know a bayonet from a sword.
Is it like a gun?
It goes on a gun, yes.
It shoots.
No.
It fires.
It sticks on the end of the gun.
reloads.
You can poke them with it. If you run out of bullets, you poke somebody with it.
You can just do that with the barrel.
Yeah, you try to stick a barrel in somebody. Just go on, embarrassing me to death. I tell you what.
It was a bayonet that the crew used to mix paint. The cut in the railing from the axe was simply wood splitting because of the weather. Blood on the rail was found to be rust. Finding go to the next picture. One thing is straight.
Now that's cool.
Fine.
Here's your case solver right here. Right there. See that? What does that say?
Zoom in so I can read it. Zoom in more.
That's as far as it'll go.
Broken Helenard.
Yeah, see that rope? I'm going to solve the whole mystery with that one rope right there.
I'm sure you will.
I will.
Finding the
You know what's great about having a genius as a dad is I can do this stuff for you.
What's it like?
If I could only get you to believe me.
What's it like having a genius as a son?
I wish I knew.
Finding the British Whoa! Finding the British investigation.
Ain't enough room in this house but for one genius anyway.
Yeah, he's right here. Finding the British investigation to have been flawed, several theories were produced. The first stated that Captain Briggs and his wife wanted to disappear. This theory was never seriously considered because Briggs would have abandoned his son to do so. The theory that the flood ruled the flood theory ruled to be caused.
The flood theory?
I messed up.
Who said anything about any floods?
That's what made me mess up. I started thinking about it.
About the flood?
The theory
this ain't Noah's Ark.
The theory that flood ruled to be the cause was still being passed around. An earthquake or waterspout became another theory. A giant squid or sea monster was considered. An alien abduction is the most recent theory to be considered.
Here we go. I knew it was coming. Extra testicles again. Always extra testicles.
Yeah, I got evidence.
Always the testicles.
I got evidence on this one.
Some tragedy happens. Let's blame it on something that don't exist. I've never even seen an extra testicle. Never. I'm 57 years old, never seen an extra testicle. But every time something happens that we ain't got a ready explanation for, it's extra testicle.
You know, I think I saw an...
We're still on this picture.
I think I saw an extra terrestrial once.
Yeah, well, it sure wasn't you, because you half of one short.
At the time, sailors were so consensei. At the time, sailors were so concerned with luck, they deemed the vessel cursed. Another captain named Edgar Tuthill got sick and died. Further convincing sailors the ship was cursed, new owners couldn't find enough crewmates to sail the ship. The new owners decided to purposely wreck the ship on a reef in Haida in an insurance scam.
What? Haida?
That's what it's called.
Let me think.
The new owners decided to purposely wreck the ship on a reef in Haida in an insurance.
Haiti! It's an island in the Caribbean. Haiti.
whatever. They crashed the ship.
Haida.
They crashed the ship on a reef between Ganavi Island and mainland of Haida. They were tried in court for insurance fraud, and though released, they never received the money. One owner died penniless 3 months later.
Penniless?
Yeah, he died penniless, man.
Well, you're
Is
saying
that
he died?
I think there's a type of disease.
Penisless? Is that what you're saying?
No. I think it's a type of thing he had.
Let me think that. Penniless. Jeez. Bursting me to death on national.
They don't produce pennies anymore. Is that why?
Yeah. Boy, you really nailed that one.
So one owner died penniless.
Wanted.
3 months later,
Your podcast partner.
Roddy just
Why
died.
did the dog just run into the wall? Did your dog lost his mind?
That was yours.
Mine's up on the chair.
No, you jumped on the chair. Okay, where am I at? Sorry. One owner died.
I'm gonna get him some glasses.
Dude, he slammed against that thing. I hope he's okay. Are you okay?
He needs glasses. He's farsighted.
Are you good, bro? One owner died penniless 3 months later. Other owners went mad or committed suicide.
Yeah, you know what? They didn't have Zoloft back then.
No, went mad.
Get a little depressed over a little money, kill yourself. You know, you can make more money. You can't make another you. You're not a cat. You ain't got but one life. I don't get it. Why does somebody lose a little money and commit suicide?
Mm-hmm. Hey, you dropped my script.
I know I didn't mean to.
Next picture, we can show what the Mary's
Celeste.
I forget.
Oh, yeah. I remember from the book. There's where it got wrecked on that little bitty underwater island right there. So there's the island they talking about. And then it got wrecked right there. It's somewhere on there today.
I knew it.
Huh?
I knew it.
Is that all the pictures?
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
Oh, I thought that was.
Well, that's it. I need a piece of that. I'm going to have to go down to Hiatus and do a little scuba diving to get a piece of that. I'd be proud to have I had a piece of Mary Celeste.
It's between Ganavi Island and Hiatus.
Yeah, that's
Hey Siri.
Ganavi Island right there, and Hiatus is right here.
Hey Siri, what is the location of Haida?
Let me know if she answers that question.
She's trying to take me to India. 8,660 miles from where we are.
I don't believe so.
Siri, where is the spot
It's on the other side of
between?
Cuba
Where is the
from us.
Shush, Siri.
Shush, Siri.
Where is the spot between Ganavi Island and the mainland of Haiti?
Let me see that.
What it says. It's south of Cuba.
That's Gonave Island. Gonave.
I thought that was something you had in your body.
No, that's gonad.
I didn't want to say it on air.
Crashed his ship on a reef between Gonave and Haida.
What? That's what it says. You can't laugh at me when.
All I did said what you said.
Whatever. Well, it's discussion time.
But you was right when you said what you said. But I know what happened. I read the book, remember? There wasn't no extra testicle.
Yeah.
There wasn't no sea monster, no squid.
Can I say my theory first?
Oh, sure.
Do you know what's beneath the water?
Yeah.
The ocean?
Fish.
Yeah.
That's why I go out there all the time.
Have you ever heard of the lost city of Atlantis?
Yeah, but I ain't never seen it, have you?
Do you think maybe, just maybe, hear me out on this,
There's people living under the water.
they got kidnapped by the lost city of Atlantis and their ship was just left?
Yeah, them people down there, they don't need air. They just walk around in the water.
Bubbles, man.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
Bubbles.
I played a video
I
game.
know somebody had a dog named Bubbles one time.
I played a video game that when you ran into bubbles, you got air. And I think that's how that worked. Air bubbles. You ever heard of air bubbles? You know when you hold a ship upside down and then you hold a bucket upside down in the water and you go up and you can breathe through it?
No. I ain't never done that.
You
You won't do it long.
But they can do it forever.
Of course. Just like your extra testicles can fly all over the place and nobody ever sees them except some redneck.
Because they don't want to show themselves to people who will make their presence known.
Obviously.
What's
I'm
your
going
theory?
to travel billions of light years across the universe to show myself to a dummy That way he can't tell nobody he saw me. And I don't even know why I did it to start with.
Okay, but you think about it. What's the first thing people do when they see an alien? Remember that blimp story? First thing they do, shoo, shoo, go away, go away.
And fall out.
Yeah, they fell out. But I'm saying,
ocean.
like...
Yeah. Go away, extra testicle. Go phone home somewhere else. Not on our blimp. But not on our boat either.
See what I'm saying? You scare them off. So
Okay, wait a minute. I read the book. Now, can I tell you what happened, really?
Yeah, tell me what happened.
Okay. You see, they were hauling industrial grade alcohol, which Captain Briggs never had experience with.
So he drank it.
No, they didn't drink it. They'd be dead.
It's alcohol.
Hear me out. Okay, they leave. They're told they've got to ventilate the ship every once in a while. Of course, when they put 4, 5, 6, so many of them barrels, some of them leaked. So you got to hold closed because it's raining, right? Had bad weather. You got to keep it closed when you got bad weather, or your boat will get full of water. And it's kind of hard to keep it on top of the water when the boat's full of water.
Why?
Because it's called buoyancy. You know what? The aerodynamics of it alone takes so long for me to explain to you. But now, so when he goes like halfway across the Atlantic, he gets all the way over at the Azores you're talking about, them islands. Mm-hmm. And it's the first good weather he's had. He's got to ventilate the hold, right? So when he opens up the hold, which was open when they found it, all this smoke comes out. It's vapors of alcohol. Well, he thinks the ship's going to blow up.
Alcohol's a liquid.
Huh?
Objection. Alcohol's a liquid.
You don't know what happens when it evaporates?
It disappears.
Okay, we're going to have to get a scientist on here with me because I'll tell you what. Anyway, smoke comes out. He thinks the ship's blowing up, so they get the lifeboat. They take down most of the sails, and they tie a rope. Remember that rope? Look over here. I want to show you that rope.
Why didn't they use chains?
They're too heavy back in. You don't want a dang big old chain on your boat. Look.
Chains aren't that heavy.
Only thing the chain's used for is anchor. Okay, so you got this rope right here. They tied the rope to their boat, their lifeboat. They didn't want their ship to sail off without them, so they're having their ship is kind of still sailing east, and it's pulling them behind it. Mm-hmm. So like the captain, his wife, his daughter, and 6 or 7 crew. How many people's on there? Anyway.
Wait, how many?
Huh?
Sorry.
6 or 7 people. I don't remember how many it was. Anyway, at some point the rope breaks, comes untied, something happens. So they start paddling like crazy trying to catch back up to their ship, but they can't because it's got sails, they don't. So they're sitting there watching their ship leave. It's gone. That other crew, they get in the current and go somewhere. The other crew comes along behind them. You said they left 8 days behind them, and they catch up with this ship. And there's nobody on it. And this Frederick Flood guy got his mind made up that, they killed them. They stole their ship. No, they were friends.
Hear me out.
But in the book, I remember one of the crew members that sailed that boat all the way on into Gibraltar, whatever you call it. Anyway, they said if they'd have knew what all they was going to go through, they would act like they never seen that ship because they were accused of being murderers for the rest of their life. They didn't have nothing to do with it.
Hear me out.
No, can't wait.
What if the ship... I'm not trying to say it was stolen. I'm saying what if what happened was because... Maybe it wasn't... I'm not saying it's the second crew. Obviously, they didn't do anything. What if the aliens, right, came down and they wanted the alcohol?
What, like Mexicans?
But stop. Not on the show. They wanted alcohol. And so they took all the alcohol and drank it, and they kicked them off the ship.
Because if the aliens would have drank the alcohol, they'd been dead on the ship. Because it's like 400
alcohol
proof.
Is drinkable. Why do you keep saying that?
No. Do you know what a proof is?
Yeah, like the evidence.
Have you ever heard of alcohol poisoning? When you drink too much?
I thought that was a myth.
No. Okay, you drink too much alcohol, you die. Okay, if you drink 400 proof, it don't take much to kill you.
Well, yeah, that's sunscreen. I'm saying alcohol. If you had alcohol on the ship and you drank it,
I'm saying
that's not going to do
anything. I'm giving you a rating on this. Of an alien, a 1. of the sea monster of one. What was the other theory? I forgot what.
Lost City of Atlantis.
One.
That one couldn't even be.
People living underwater. One.
They didn't live under the water. They live in air bubbles.
They abandoned ship.
If you saw what Atlantis was like, you probably would too.
I'm gonna give them an 8 on abandoned ship, and their ship got away from them.
That's not
maybe a 9.
That's not an 8 or 9 for me. That's an 8 or 9 for yourself.
What do you mean? No, I'm just going by what Einstein said in the book Ghost Ship.
That wasn't his book.
TNT out.
If you drink sun